The second session of the Autumn Horses in Training sale saw strong demand from international purchasers on a day which offered buyers one of the last opportunities to acquire a portion of the prestigious Ballymacall bloodlines, with 6 lots catalogued from the much anticipated dispersal. The star attraction from the historic stud was Pivoine, a Redoubt's choice gelding from Sir Michael Stout's Freemason Lodge, which, having caught the eye of Southern Hemisphere-based agent Guy Mulcaster, was secured by agent Alistair Donald for 340,000 guineas. The unexposed 3-year-old, whose half-brother In Demand sold earlier in the day for 110,000 guineas, is a grandson of Yorkshire Oaks winner Hellenic, and was one of several purchases on the day for the Sackville Donald agent.
He's a lovely looking horse. He'd shown a great turn of foot on his last 2 runs and looked like a horse on the up. He'd run some good times and good time form figure, and looked like there'd be more nice races to be won with him. The family have done very well in Australia, and he's by Redoubt's choice, and Australians were underbidders actually, so you know his future would be in England to start off with, but down the road he could turn into a horse we could go to Australia with next year maybe.
And the Ballymacall draft obviously adds a little bit of interest for everyone with those bloodlines, obviously, that you just mentioned.
Yes, no, obviously, I mean, it's been an epic boutique stud. We had a bit of luck with a couple of theirs before in the past. It's nice to support them at the end of their saga.
Lovely horse, very good current form. I knew he'd make a decent price. I thought he could make 150. I was surprised he made as much as that, but it just shows you that people want to buy our bloodstock, and the top class ones are selling really well, and there's one last chance, it's December sales.
The Beckhampton stables consigned Einhallow was another lot to boast some good form this year over 10 furlongs, with Anthony Stroud of Stroud Coleman Bloodstock landing the successful bid of 300,000 guineas. Bred by the late Bob McCreary, the son of Nathaniel and half-brother to Irish 2,000 guineas runner-up Gale Force 10, is set to head to the Dubai International Carnival for the successful purchaser, as is Jupiter Light, who was another for Stroud earlier in the day. Sold by John Gosden's Clarehaven stables for 220,000 guineas, the son of Lonhro was produced by George Strawbridge and is out of the owner breeder's multiple Group 3 winning mare and Group 1 placed runner-up, Fantasia. The Dubai International Carnival is also the nominated destination for the former William Haggis-trained Battered, a son of Foxwedge, who was signed for by Alistair Donald for 200,000 guineas.
Very tough, progressive horse. He's the right rating to get into Dubai. He's effective on all ground and actually ran pretty impressive speed figures his last 2 starts, and has been beaten by a couple of very good horses. So I think he could be a horse who could win at the Dubai Carnival and then be back for something like the Hunt Cup.
Another lot set to race in the Middle East in the near future is City of Joy, who was signed for by Abdulaziz Al Musa for 200,000 guineas, with a view to joining recently relocated South African trainer Neil Bruss in Saudi Arabia. The former Sir Michael Stout-trained gelding will be targeted at the country's most prestigious race, the King Abdulaziz Cup. 200,000 guineas was also the price paid for Eldritch, a son of Dark Angel from John Gosden's Clarehaven Stables draft, who was signed for by the California-based Red Baron's Barn and Rancho Temescal's Tim Cohen, who is looking forward to a big weekend at Del Mar when he runs his It's in the Post in the Breeders' Cup turf.
Well, he's a really nice gelding, I think. He's a 3-year-old, and for California, he still has his first condition, which is an advantage. And so we'll start him out in an allowance race, hopefully the last week of Del Mar, and then give him a little break till Santa Anita opens up beginning of the year. I think he's put together well. You know, for California, our ground's a little hard, so we really need correct horses to have any longevity there. And so structurally, it's important to find a well-built horse. And so I think on the East Coast, they can handle a little softer ground, a little bit less conformation requirements. But for us, we're pretty stringent on what we can handle and accommodate that seems to last.